A really good up past the 40-yard line. First and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. Here's Allen to throw it. Flush to his right. And no, incomplete. Boy, they took a shot there on the first play, trying to start it out with a bang, but it's second down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on first and second down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive. A play fake to Singletary, and now it's Allen. And he's able to find Diggs. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Stephon Diggs, 59 yards. Oh, and now they're going to fake it. Well, that's how they envisioned it, get the football to start the game and score.
And I don't know if that was scripted. Was it an audible? Or was it just a play call that they had in their pocket? No matter what, they had the right call on against the right defense, and they end up in the end zone.
From the 10. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line. Jackson fakes the give and keeps him. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down.
And a Raven first down.
Now it's Jackson. It's brought in here by Willie Snead. And he'll be taken. Works it past the 50. That one good for 13 and a Raven first down.
First down, Baltimore.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Put it over his
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first? Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And he'll take it all the way up near the 30-yard line. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
Oh, he's able to out-muscle him here as he pulls it in. 23 yards the pickup there.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass in the first drive and comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
Really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Allen. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he is into the end zone for the Buffalo touchdown. Devin Singletary. And the Bills will extend their lead.
And that's another route that defenders would vote to take out of the game.
The wheel route?
Oh, without a doubt. You're just trying to move everybody in one direction. And whether it's a running back or another receiver, as they zip out on the sideline, you've got a problem on your hands.
Yeah, well, the defender, and it's intercepted at the goal line. Snags it for the pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. They'll run here with Raheem Mostert. And a mistake, a surprising mistake there in the kicking game as he sends that one out of bounds. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. He fakes the give here and looks to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
And again, this Buffalo defense there in run support to stop him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
And it's 3rd down.
An extra defensive back here for the Bills on 3rd down. Jackson now. That'll be complete to Dobbins. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That one good for 13 and a Raven 1st down.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field, because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed 1st down there. They've needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
Jackson throwing on target to Brown. 20! There he goes, right side. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown.
Baltimore.
Marquise Brown, 47 yards. And the Ravens have cut it to within a score.
I know these wide receivers are about flash and dash and high-flying plays, but a good number of them played running back. And that's how they finish off a lot of their big plays, run after the catch.
And this time he finishes off the big play in the end zone. Taken about 7 yards deep. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. Up to midfield. The 30. Andre Roberts. He will take this all the way.
Andre Roberts.
And as we've talked to special teams coaches, that theme of being aggressive continues to come through, doesn't it? When they moved the kickoff back to the 35, it was going to cut down on the number of opportunities. But if you've got a special guy, you give him the green light no matter where he fields in the end zone. And in this case, it paid off handsomely.
He fielded it deep in the range of emotions. Maybe like, oh, no, don't. And then all of a sudden you see him break it. You're like, yeah, way to go.
Yeah, sometimes you have to remind your head coach that he approved the green light for bringing it out from deep in the end zone. And that's exactly why he did.
And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
23-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 30.
We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports.
With the score, Bills 19, Ravens 7.
On 2nd down, a run with Dobbins. And he will finally be tracked down at the Bills' 32-yard line. 36 yards on the play. Off the play fake to Dobbins, here's Jackson. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. The defense, they were swarming that time and ultimately got to him before he could get rid of the football and knocked it free.
And don't you feel just a little bit of sympathy for him back there, though? So much going on, so much swirling around. He's trying to find someone downfield. He's trying to move around to find an open target. Sometimes you forget the number one thing, take care of the football.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. To throw again. Allen. He's got the connection over the middle to Diggs.
I try to click on the middle.
And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Stephon Diggs. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Bills will add on to their lead. And the lead will grow by 1 more.
Makes the score Bills 26, Ravens 7.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And this carries into the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25.
5-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
You always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, pump the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be.
And looking for Andrews, but this is intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line.
The Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 49-yard line.
So good field position for the Bills as they come up 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 49. Singletary to get the drive started. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Well, that tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
Nothing fancy on 1st down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Yeah, he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now
he did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. Allen to throw once more. And this is going to be intercepted. It's Chuck Clark picking it off. And the Ravens are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. And when I looked down, he was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. What did you see?
Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in a position to make a play on the ball, whether it's a big-time play by you.
Here to Andrews, the tight end. And he's going to starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup. On the counter now, it's Dobbins. 8 yards.
Down, exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart,
to go down right around the 47 this time. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And now whistles here and a flag down. Looked like someone got going a little early. Maybe anticipating a blitz, and they jumped.
Yeah, and if we saw it, you know that they saw it. The bad guys might have been coming on that play. Had to pick them up, and they jumped.
He's going deep for Brown. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10.
Jackson's
And he takes it down deep into enemy territory.
and goal.
Here's Jackson to throw. And that'll be taken in by Andrews for a Ravens touchdown.
Touchdown, Baltimore.
4 yards on the touchdown grab. And the Ravens get a bit closer.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury, and it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run. He finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and they're able to cut this deficit down to 12. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The Bills take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? Allen now on first down. He's got it complete to Diggs, right side. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. 16 yards there, and the Bills have a first down. Talk about a big first half. Already has the 2 touchdowns, adding to his receiving total there and picking up the first down.
He's coming off the line so fast. I think he's intimidating the defensive backs with his explosiveness.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 22.
Intercepted by the Ravens. They'll take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. Jackson going to give this one to Edwards. And he'll push forward here for a good little run as the clock continues to run. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. Final play of the half here. It's Jackson. He's going deep for Brown. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. So we come upon halftime in what's a 12-point game at the break. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, Bills with the lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. And he returns this to the 22.
Take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Second half starts with a run by Dobbins. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24.
Well, every now and then we have to let a cliche fly, partner. And in this case, what do they say in the NFL? Your best ability is often your availability. This is an extremely durable kid coming out of Ohio State. Carried the ball every time they even thought about running it. Wore down defenses and able to break big runs late in games. J.K. Dobbins going to Baltimore, an absolute perfect fit.
It's a first down, his 4th catch of the game after having 3 in the first half.
First down.
The throw over the middle, taken in. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
It's a loss of a yard. This brings up second and
Off the play fake, here's Jackson.
4-yard line.
And that is incomplete. Trying to get it to Willie Snead there. And that takes us from second to third down.
It's third down and 11.
Again, Jackson. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. So coming up empty here to start the third quarter. Already 2 scores down. Got to be careful.
Yeah, I did notice, though, that the captain of the defense patted the quarterback on the helmet on his way out, pretty much letting him know, we know the pressure's on us. We're going to go out there and try and hold serve for you while you figure it out.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. Play action. Now Jackson. Oh, and for the 3rd time, Jackson going to be intercepted. Picked up by the all-pro corner, Josh Norman. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. They'll run on first down with Singletary, and he'll take this for about 4 up to the 46-yard line. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 46-yard line.
Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
And he completes it to the tight end, Knox. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That's a gain of nearly 40 yards on 3rd and medium to pick up the first. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15, a gain of 3. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
And he'll fight his way down right around the 12.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Allen from the gun on 3rd down. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Intended for Stephon Diggs. Incomplete. It's now 4th down.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. From the gun, it's Allen. And able to find John Brown. And the Bills are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. So a moment to catch our collective breath after the 4th down conversion. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
Brings up
2nd and goal from the 1. They'll look to run with Singletary, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
That's a nice example of good team defense right there. Ball was snapped at the 1-yard line. They knocked him back and caused a loss. But you notice they were trying to find any type of...
And intercepted, maybe the turning point they need. Picked off inside the 5. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. The 20, 10, and he will bring this back. It's a pick six and a Raven touchdown. Well, don't change that channel just yet. This one may have gotten a bit more interesting.
Put down the remote, put down the clicker. This one looked like it was over. It looked like they were ready to seal the deal. But in doing so, by pitching it around a little bit, it cost them. We could have a great finish.
For Baltimore.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
Return. The Bills take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And now this fourth quarter becoming very interesting. That pick six makes this a one-score game. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how aggressive they choose to be. Going deep for Diggs. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 20. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line. Well, they're not making it easy on themselves here down the stretch. 2 picks now in the fourth quarter trying to hang on to that lead.
Talk about keeping someone in the game. Instead of being able to shut the door, it's still cracked open because they can come back on you now. The only people who are really happy about those picks, any fantasy team that has this defense.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4.
Well, I think after that run, the defense is getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
From the 36, Jackson. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. From the gun, it's Jackson. And he's got his man, Marquise Brown. And he will have a Ravens first down as he'll be marked down a yard or 2 past the marker following a gain of 6. Jackson on target to Brown for a Ravens first down. The quick feet by Jackson. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. First down. From the gun, Jackson. And that'll be caught. Touchdown, Ravens. It's Hollywood Brown.
Complete to Marquise Brown.
Hollywood, Marquise Brown. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Ravens are an extra point away from taking the lead. And with that, his guys take the lead here by a point.
Makes the score Ravens 27, Bills 26.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
Bills take over first and 10 at their own.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Allen to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. It's caught inside the 25. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. John Brown, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Bills have retaken the lead. Might be seeing that one on the highlight shows tonight. The home run ball here in the fourth quarter to take the lead.
There's nothing like being aggressive, preaching that to your team, and then following through. All the way through. Go ahead and throw one more up there. Why not?
Been a great game, and we are not done yet. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive...
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. And the job becomes twice as difficult now after the sack. It's 2nd and 20. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
Throwing now is Jackson. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And he is going to score. It's a pick-6 and a Bills touchdown.
Touchdown, Bills.
Well, this has just been obviously a dreadful day for him throwing the football. Now 4 interceptions. This one leads to 6 points going the other direction. Tough.
Yeah, it is. And this feels old school to me because you never really took out your starting quarterback back in the good old days. No matter what was going on, he was your guy, and you rode him for better or for worse. In today's football, usually we got a backup who's warmed up and has come into the game, so you can see an old school approach here that's not really benefiting them at this point.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Back to the air, Jackson following the pick-6. He's going to let it fly. And that's caught inside the 35. And he finally is out of bounds, but he's down inside the 20-yard line. It's a big play there for Baltimore. 64 yards. Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit.
And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Lamar Jackson hooking up with Mark Andrews. And the Ravens draw a bit closer. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 49. Allen going to give this one to Singletary. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game.
At the 50.
Singletary again. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. I guess he was saving his best for last, so to speak. Longest run of the day coming here in the 4th quarter right there.
And that type of run makes for a better night for him and his teammates, doesn't it? To be able to produce this late in the game can lead to some big smiles and satisfaction in the locker room after this one's over.
By 4 points, bro. I was down 20 points, bro. I was down 20 points. I ain't trying to hear that. I was down 20 points.
A play fake to Singletary, and now it's Allen. Steps away. He's got the 1st down here inside the 30. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Josh Allen, very athletic at 6'5", showing the versatility, picking up the 1st on the scramble. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Incomplete.
I think that was good strategy there, trying to go right back to him after the last completion. But this time, the defense was all over him, and they got there to break that one up.
And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here. An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
Back to throw, Allen. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds.
Beasley. Marlon Humphrey on the coverage.
And here's a big one now. Try to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Now Allen. And he's able to find Diggs. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Stephon Diggs, 27 yards. And the Bills will add on to their lead. And he knocks it through.
Makes the score Bills 46. Ravens.
After the touchdown pass to kick it away. Taken in the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
18-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And that will write a finish to this ball game.
Today's final score, Bills 46.
Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put...
All right.